Good morning, students. Today we'll discuss shape tube electrolytic machine. Briefly, I'll remember you what we discussed in electrochemical machining. In electrochemical machining, the machining current passes through the electrolytic solution that fills the gap between an anodic workpiece and a cathodic tool. The electrolyte removes the dissolution products such as metal hydroxide, heat, and gas bubbles generated in the inter-electrode gap. Right? In electrochemical machining, we'll be supplying power, electricity to the uh, gap between the two workpiece and the tool material, and the electrolytic solution is, chemical is applied on the workpiece, and the material is removed. Right? The similarly in shape tube also will be providing, but here the cylinder is provided into the workpiece while the electricity is applied on the workpiece itself. Okay, along with the electrolyte, workpiece is moved into the workpiece to perform drilling operation. Right, that in the form of shape which we have taken the tool, it will be the hole will be obtained in that shape. Okay, that's the only difference in between them. See, the construction is same almost. You can observe here. Okay, this is a sludge removal tank, electrolyte flow parameters. See, heat exchanger, filter, flow meter, pressure gauge, and electrolyte supply here. And this is the cylindrical tool, which is a positive cathode tool, constantly fed into the workpiece, right? And this is our power supply unit and workpiece. Okay, a similar construction will be there, but now we'll see shaped tube electrolytic machining is based on the dissolution process only, similar to the chemical machining, electrochemical machining, when an electric potential difference is imposed between anodic workpiece and a cathodic tool. Because of the presence of this electric field, the electrolyte often is sulfuric acid. See, in this machining, shape tube electrolytic machining, we'll be using sulfuric acid as a electrolyte, which causes the anode surface, nothing but workpiece surface, to be removed. After the metal ions are dissolved in the solution, they are removed by the electrolytic flow. The tool is, which is a conducting cylindrical material. If the hole is a cylindrical shape, then we'll use a cylindrical tool. When an insulating coating on the outside and is moved towards the workpiece at a certain feed rate, while a voltage is applied across the machining gap. In this way, a cylindrical shaped hole is obtained. See, our aim is to provide a or achieve a cylindrical shaped hole. So we have taken a cylindrical shaped tool, and we will have applied electrochemical machining principle to it. We have a gap, workpiece will be anode, tool will be cathode, and it is continuously fed into the workpiece. But in electrochemical machining, that is not happening. Right? That's the only difference between them. See here. See, electrolyte is supplied to the through, and this is a shaped tool. Okay, it was titanium tube with insulating coating and workpiece, right? And this is the shape of this hole which we require. This is the basic principle of shaped tube electrolytic machining. STEM is or shaped tube electrolytic machining is therefore a modified variation of the electrochemical machining that uses acidic electrolytes. And one more change is it uses only acidic electrolytes. The process is capable of producing small holes with diameters of 0.76 to 1.62 mm and the depth to diameter ratio will be 180 is to 1 in electrically conductive materials only. And one more similarity between them is only it can be applied for electrically conductive materials only, right? It is difficult to machine such small holes using normal electrochemical machining, as the insoluble precipitates produced obstruct the flow path of the electrolyte. See, if we use electrochemical machining, it is a difficulty that whenever this tool, if we try to go deeper, it tries to accumulate the removed material. Because of that accumulation or precipitation, the flow will be electrolyte flow will be obstructed. So in this situation, we will be having a ease of that electrolyte removal because of the shaped tool, right? Coming to the process parameters, electrolyte will be of acid nature that we already discussed: sulfuric, nitric, and hydrochloric acids, right? Concentration will be 10 to 25% weight in water. It will be mixed with water, not directly the acid. It will be used. It will be a mixture of acid and water. Temperature will be 38 degrees normal room temperatures, and between 21 degrees for others. 38 degrees for sulfuric acid. Pressure will be around 275 to 500 kilopascals, and voltage we apply will be 8 to 14 volts in forward, and in reverse it will be same almost. Time will be around why these are two mentioned, forward and reverse? Because tool will be entered and also removed back, right? So that's why this variation is there. Okay. Forward means cylinder is fed into the material. Reverse means it is removed. You can observe removal time is very less. Forward 5 to 7 seconds it will take. Reverse it will be within milliseconds. 77 maximum of 77 milliseconds, not even a second. Speed rate it will be 0.75 to 3 mm per minute. 0.75 to 3 mm per minute. And capabilities we already discussed that hole size that can be uh, drilled will be around 0.5 to 6 mm diameter at an aspect ratio of 150. Tolerances will be around 0.5 mm to plus or minus 0.05 mm. It will be around, sorry, that was a printing typing mistake. It will be around plus or minus 0.5 mm tolerance is achieved. Hole depth also in the same way. Coming to the advantages, the depth of diameter ratio can be as high as 300. Depth to diameter ratio, it is very high compared to chemical machining. A large number of holes can be drilled in the same run. See, by applying a multi-shaped tools at a particular location, we can with the same setup at a time we can or even simultaneously we can produce large number of same kind of holes. Non-parallel holes can be machined. Non-parallel, see once that can be holes if they are tapered. One is straight and one is tapered. That can be easily machined. Blind holes can be drilled. No recast layer or metallurgical defects are produced. Recast layer, see, we are removing the material. Through holes we will be producing by this shaped tube machining. So there will be no recast layers. We will be completely removing the material because it is a through hole. And metallurgical defects, nothing but heat affected zones. Those are not observed because we are using a electrolyte for cooling purpose. As a lubricant, it also affects. Shaped and curved holes as well as slots can be produced. This is the major advantage. Whatever the shape we require, it can be produced by the tool which we take. Coming to the limitation, the process is used for corrosion resistant materials and only for electricity conductive materials. Shape tube electrolytic machining is slow if single holes are to be drilled. So it should be performed for multi holes. A special working place and environment are required when handling acid. See, that's the major hazard here. So we are handling acids, those to be preserved and applied on an insulating medium where the operator and even the machine should not get disturbed or uh, due to its acidic nature. Okay, hazardous waste is generated. Since we are using acid, all the material will be circulated or collected into the waste tank. Will be of acidic medium only, right? So it will be hazardous to handle that, and we need to provide a separate uh, such structure for handling that. Complex machining and tooling systems are required. See, the system is a little too complex shape. Even electrochemical machining is also a required, is also a complex one. It is further more complex because the circuit is to be provided to a moving tool of certain shape, and it has to move throughout the anode. It is going to almost maintain small amount of gap between them, and insulated by the tool is insulated. See, all these complexities are making this process more complexity. And coming to the applications, because the process uses acid electrolyte, its use is limited to drilling holes in stainless steel or other corrosion resistant materials in jet engines and gas turbine parts such as turbine blade cooling holes, fuel nozzles, any holes where EDM recast is not desirable. See, we have a disadvantage in EDM that recast layers will form. So those to be can be avoided by using this process. Starting holes for wire EDM. So before if we use wire EDM directly to cut the material, we have some disadvantage. If we want to provide some groove so that wire EDM can be applied so that wire does not damage, it is a process, a regular process. For that, we can use this as a prior machining process. Drilling holes for corrosion resistant materials of low conventional machinability. Drilling oil passages in bearings where EDM causes cracks. Drilling oil passages in bearings where EDM causes cracks. So these are some applications of uh, shape tube electrolytic machining. See, once again, I am going to show you the construction. See, this is a workpiece and a fixture connected to the anode of the power supply, and the negative is given to the tool chamber, or we can say it is directly connected to the tool, which is constantly fed into the workpiece anode, and it is insulated. Tool is insulated. We'll be having a feeding system, and this is completely placed in a housing, right? And the electrolyte tank will be pumped through a pump, and we'll be having a filter to filter. And the electrolyte here is acid, sulfuric acid normally, and we'll be having a heat exchanger here. See, since we are applying here acid, it tries to gain some heat that can be uh, controlled by this heat exchanger, and then we'll be having flow meter and pressure gauge so that we can apply our required electrolytic pressure here, and this gap is maintained. So continuously this is fed into this workpiece till the end, and then removed back. Okay, this is forward time, and this in this direction, reverse direction will be reverse the direction, right? This is the construction of shaped tube electrolytic machining. The major difference is that all the setup will be same. Electrolyte will be used only acid in this uh, machining, and the tool is fed into the material with a kind of constant feeding system, which is an insulated one, and the shape which we provide for the tool will be the shape of the hole we attain.